Again, not a very eventful day, but, well, it was eventful, but just not very interesting. Well, actually, last night, I went to this party, and two of my friends went with me. And well, they drank a bit, and I ended up bringing them back home with me, and they stayed the night, and I kind of, they didn't take much looking after, but I wanted them, around me and not alone, separate in their own rooms, dorm rooms. I just feel better when, people who have been drinking are around other people who have not been drinking. And it just feels safer to me, I think, for those people. And, so anyways, when we finally left, it was about 1:30 in the morning, maybe. They were hungry. So I took them to Taco Bell, which has become our late night stop. If we're ever out late for anything and we get hungry, we always go to Taco Bell. Doesn't matter. Anything. No circumstances too great for Taco Bell. And, so, one of my friends, she's, not ever been a big drinker, but she recently decided to try it out. And we've noticed that when she drinks, she becomes quite wise and starts to have all these kind of epiphanies of everything, and everything starts to make all sort of sense. All sorts of sense. I don't know. Anyways, it's late, but, and she's just a very funny person in her normal state, so it was quite amusing, to say the least. And, so yes, we got our Taco Bell and came back and just kind of hung out until they fell asleep. And it's not fun when you have one bed and two drunken girls, because they don't stay still. They end up in the most... Well, okay. One of them, I woke up in the middle of the night, because I was thirsty. I was gonna go get a drink of water. And, one of my friends had somehow wound up at the end of the bed. Like, me and the other girl were like this. She was down here, completely going the opposite like, perpendicular to us, in a little curled up ball in the corner of our bed, like a cat or something. It was kind of cute, but I was just, late last night, I was like, oh my gosh, just stay in one place and let me sleep. But, yes. So this morning, when they finally woke up, it was quite amusing to have them, sort of slowly remembering everything, all the funny things that had happened last night. And, yeah, it was an interesting experience. And so after, getting them all sent off on their way and making sure they were good, I had to go to a meeting with, this group that I'm in. And after that, the meeting went probably half an hour later than it was supposed to. And it was really hot in there, and I had a headache because of lack of sleep. And it was just a very not the most enjoyable experience of my life. And Afterwards we had to take pictures. Yeah. That was not fun. Pictures are never fun when you have a bad headache, because you're standing in line and you're having to fill out paperwork and you got all this noise around you, and it's not enjoyable. But I got through it and picked which picture I wanted to be used, and then I went home and my mom had come to visit, so that's always fun because my mom is a very, very, very cool person. She's one of my best friends. And well, she came and we kind of just hung around and ate lunch, just kind of talked. And then I got ready and went to a cookout, a barbecue with some people I know, and that was fun. And not really much happened, but just sitting around, eating, laughing, being goofy. And then I went to meet up with some friends of mine that I haven't seen in a while at their house, and because they were coming back in from out of town. And I waited around and I waited around, and finally I texted one of them and asked where they were, because I didn't want to call in case they were driving, and I don't like people to be on the phone when they're driving. But one of them, actually, the one that wasn't driving, texted me back, and turns out they were going to be another 30 minutes, and it was 12 o'clock, and I was exhausted. So I came back home and didn't get to see them, but hopefully soon. And here I am. Oh, also, a really cool thing that happened to me is my mom's a photographer. And I kind of got that gene from her. I'm very much, I have a love for taking pictures. And a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to take the pictures for her mother's wedding. It was going to be a very, very small wedding, maybe 6 or 7 people there. And so I'm very excited about that. I'm not going to be paid for it, because that was one of the conditions of doing it, was that they wouldn't be able to pay me, or if they did, it would be very little. But I was really excited to be asked. That was a really cool thing for me. I felt very, very flattered. And so hopefully I'll get to do that, and maybe maybe that'll help me decide what I want to do for my professional career, because I have so many things I want to do, and it's kind of like very confusing in my head, very busy up there. But yeah, I think that's all that's kind of happened to me lately. But if anything comes to me, I will let you know first. Well, it is late. I'm tired, and I think I'm going to go and get in my warm, comfy bed and sleep for a very long time. That is, until my alarm clock wakes me up for class tomorrow. But I hope you all have a great week, and I hope that something interesting happens to you this week, and that you enjoy it, and take care, and I will talk to you soon.